Dream with me tonight. Hi there. It's good to see you again. You know, I'd like to tell you a story about Tweeg and the Bounders. Newton Gimmick had told us everything he knew about Tweeg. It seems as though Tweeg is very strange.
Yep, he sounds like a real screwball.
Oh, indeed. Tweeg is most unusual. He's lived in that tower up there since even before I moved into this valley. I've heard that Tweeg was kicked out of the evil land of Ying because he wasn't bad enough.
Well, it sounds to me like Tweeg is trying real hard to be bad.
Yeah, and so are those little bounders that hang around him all the time. Especially LB, the leader of the bounders.
Oh, good, Albie. My monthly allowance check from Mother came in the mail. Yeah, and it's only 4 days late this time. That's all right, Albie. At least it'll tide me over till I strike it rich. Here, give me that letter.
Hey, Teddy, don't you think he's a little old to be getting an allowance from his mother?
Yes, Grubby, I do. But Tweeg seems to spend a lot of time trying to get rich the wrong way, and he hasn't been very successful.
Wait a minute. What's this? Mommy has cut my allowance in half. Oh, no! She can't do this to me. Well, that's a fine how do you do. Twig, you barely pay me and the boys anything as it is.
Yeah, what do we have for crying aloud?
Well, Tweeg certainly does have his problems.
Twig, I don't know why me and the boys keep working for you. You're nothing but a failure. I'm not a failure. I'm just a victim of circumstances. Now, something that my father never seemed to understand was how to earn a fortune and considerately hand it down to me, so I could live right in the lap of luxury. 'Cause that's what I would do if I were rich. He wants to be rich. Don't want to have bill collectors pounding on my door. Don't want to be living on a budget anymore. I'll steal it or I'll make it. I'll borrow or I'll make it. All I want to do is to be rich.
Oh, yeah, in the room, they all the time. As long as he can spend it, he is happy all the time. Tweeg has never learned a rule that's very sound. You can't stand your conscience. It follows you around.
Now, for some unknown reason, fate has never smiled on me. I just can't win a bingo, I can win a lottery. And I can't seem to win a prize subscribing to Trueability. By now I should be very, very rich. He wants to be rich. I want to have jewels and diamonds hanging on my frame. I want to have Esquire written out behind my name. I want a lot of jewelry. I want someone to sell me. All I want to do is to be rich.
He'll lie, he'll cheat, and gamble, larceny, and crime. He never seems to learn that he is wasting lots of time. If Tweeg worked hard at earning everything he spends,
By now he might be wealthy.
and have a lot of friends.
You'll never be rich. Don't want to be working hard and slaving for each dime. Don't want to be scripting and saving all the time. All this pointy into your what? You'll never amount to nothing. All I want to do is to be rich. Why should it be so hard to be rich? Well, maybe it takes great to be rich. Oh yeah? All I want to do is to be rich.
It seems that Tweeg has been trying for some time to make gold out of buttermilk. His last batch was no better than his others. It burned up in the oven.
Why would anyone try to make gold out of buttermilk?
I don't know.
Tween? Why would anyone try to make gold out of buttermilk? It's Tweeg! It's Tweeg! Now listen, LB, I've explained it all to you before. Well, it still doesn't make any sense. All right, now pay attention. Gold is pure and buttermilk is pure, right? Yeah, I suppose so. And gold is yellow, and so is buttermilk. Yeah, at least the little specks in it are. Well, all right then. And besides, you've seen the formula for gold in that old book.
Tweeg had been following a formula in an old book.
Yes, it's an ancient book filled with all kinds of formulas and recipes.
Tweeg is following a formula for making gold? I wouldn't have thought it was possible to make gold from scratch.
You're right, Grubby. It doesn't seem possible to me either.
LB, I think that last batch would have been perfect if you hadn't left it in the oven so long. Naturally, Tweeg. It couldn't have been your fault that it burned up, now could it? Let's make one more batch, and this time, let's get it right. Okie dokie. This will be gold batch number 97. Oh, rats. LB, we're nearly out of ingredients. Send the boys out to get some sugar and flour and buttermilk and salt and nothing. Get it from where, Tweeg? Well, I don't care. Steal it if you have to.
So Tweeg is going to try once again to make gold out of buttermilk.
He sure does spend a lot of time trying to get rich.
Yes, he does, Grubby. The trouble is that Tweeg always tries to get rich the easy way, or at someone else's expense.
Oh, yes. That's right, Teddy. And if Tweeg should ever get lucky and make a lot of money, he probably still wouldn't be happy.
That's right, Gimmick.
Oh, good. You've got all the ingredients. Now let's do everything according to the formula this time, shall we? And don't make a mess. LB, will you please stop eating those samples? I don't know, Tweez. Batch number 84 still tastes like buttermilk donut to me. I think you were closer to gold back around batch number 23. LB, will you get to work? Sift the flour.
No, I didn't last time you do it.
Let me put the buttermilk in. Get your foot out of the bowl.
Hey, that's too much salt.
Don't eat the nutmeg.
Hey, what kind of nutmeg is this?
I don't know. Now, we're getting lumps in the dough. The formula says to be careful of lumps. This egg beater isn't good enough. LB, go out and steal something better to mix the dough with.
This time Tweeg thinks he has everything just right.
Oh, good, LB. That thing should blend the dough really good. Here, let me see. How do you work it? Oh, I see. Just pull this cord. Yup. That's the way it works, Twedge. Tweeg, it's Tweeg! Now, put it in the dough, and I'll give the cord a good hard yank. Ready?
Well, for some reason, Tweeg never learns. He goes right on being greedy, not realizing that his greed is what makes things go wrong. I'm sure that you knew Tweeg was going to have problems, didn't you?
Tweeg was also too busy to notice that the actual page about gold had been torn out of the book and had been laying on the floor for a long time.
That's right. And the page that Tweeg had been following was really a recipe for buttermilk donuts.
Oh, yes. The real page on gold simply said, no one has ever been successful in an attempt to manufacture gold artificially. It is far simpler to earn it.
There's nothing really wrong with wanting to be rich, but everyone who ever gets to have a lot of money will tell you it took a lot of hard work.
That's right, Grubby. And the ones who were really happy didn't have to take advantage of someone else.
I thought you're supposed to fry donuts.
Oh, where's the whirligig?
Wishing, I'm wishing. All I like is when sometimes each day just wishing. I wish for things I'd like to do, for things I'd like to do for you. And maybe someday they come true if I would keep on wishing, wishing. I'm wishing. And somehow something inside my head keeps wishing. A wish can make my spirits high. Sometimes a wish can make me cry. But each good wish will make me try to make that wish come true. Some wishes are silly. Some wishes are fun. Some I just forget about. One might be my favorite one. There's just no way of telling just where each wish comes from. But I can't seem to stop them, and that's the reason I go around wishing. I'm wishing. All I like is when sometimes I'm just wishing. And sometimes if I'm lucky and those wishes do come true, then I would like to share my very greatest wish with you.
Gimmick, take this whirligig back. It did nothing but make a big mess.
Oh, there it is.